I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there.
How many?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Why is he talking to him like
Okay, well,
that?
you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak
Maybe
to someone?
it's the holiday week.
No.
It's
Yeah,
closed
I would like
for
to see if I can
Christmas.
put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No!
Do you put your kid here in this daycare? No. There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
What you coming up here
Because of my
for?
color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
But
No.
you said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying
It's the way you coming
You
up
said
on
you're
people.
scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist. So right now,
This is my
they're all
tax
getting
money.
mad because he's showing the paperwork
I don't
of this
know that.
business.
See, this is why it sounds staged to me.
Children, no children. We saw one child when the lady opened up the door.
So
But now
where did
they're
this
all
money
getting mad.
go? What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Ask the owner and the kids.
Well, then why are you talking
That's
for the
not my
owner
proof.
if you're
That's
telling me
not
to
my
talk to
proof.
the
I'm
owner?
sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody? Where are the 74 kids? Did you lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an
Seems
Amber
they
Alert
whole
for missing
approach for
children?
me.
Are these children
Yeah, it's
missing?
his whole approach for me.
It's not my business that
It
children
looks
are missing.
staged. It looks like
74 infants and
YouTube
toddlers, preschool.
staging something.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
It's from the state of Minnesota right here.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025,
Yeah.
this facility,
Okay. So this
which
is what
has
I
its
saw
license for
first.
74 kids, was paid $1.26 million dollars.
Let me see what I was
And there are
saying.
no
Let me-
kids, and all the facilities are the same way. All of them.
I saw
Let's see
this
if anyone
first. Hold
Let's
on.
see.
Once
And then today, I'm gonna take y'all through how I'm here, how I derive here. So today I got this, and we finna run through this. Yeah, he called them garbage, piece of shit. It's messed up.
The Wonder Oven Pro is an 8-in-1 non-toxic air fryer toaster oven. Now with 2 new cooking functions.
Well, for the first time tonight.
Here, whole YouTube, and if you know how I know how people be staging stuff for content. Let's go.
Well, for the first time tonight, the state is responding to a viral video alleging more fraud in Minnesota, this time daycare fraud. Since it was posted last week, the video has racked up millions of views, even catching the attention of the FBI director. Lou Raguse has the latest on the response from the state.
So this is Quality Leering Center.
A misspelled sign and an apparent lack of anyone inside a licensed childcare center in Minneapolis. Just one stop conservative YouTuber Nick Shirley made in a video viewed over 100 million times on X in an effort to expose fraud among Somali-run childcare centers in Minnesota.
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children in here at this building, but there's no one here.
While we have questions about some of the methods that were used in the video, we do take the concerns that the video raises about fraud very seriously.
Tiki Brown is the commissioner of the new Minnesota Department of Children, Youth, and Families, which is responsible for paying federal child care assistance to daycares that file claims. She says inspectors went out today to double check that children, in fact, are present. The Federal Department of Homeland Security also responsible for paying federal child care assistance to daycares that file claims. She says inspectors went out today to double check that children, in fact, are present. The Federal Department of Homeland Security also was checking those businesses in Minneapolis today. State data Shirley used in his video show those daycares receive millions in taxpayer money.
There have been ongoing investigations with several of those centers. None of those investigations uncovered findings of fraud.
Brown confirmed that the daycares...
So they did not discover fraud. So this YouTuber was going out intentionally trying to create content, making it appear a particular way, overly aggressive, right? Making it appear a particular way. And so I want to be clear on that. So now it sounds intentional to me.
Today to double check that children, in fact, are present. The Federal Department of Homeland Security also was checking those businesses in Minneapolis today. State data Shirley used in his video show those daycares receive millions in taxpayer money.
There have been
Trump, he said they was garbage.
with several of those centers.
Go home, we don't want them here.
Investigations
We just heard Trump say we don't want them here. So now he trying to dig. He got Cash Patel and FBI digging off into their businesses to defund them, find them guilty of something, and then deport them. Come on now. We're not going to play slow to Trump's maneuvers. And people ain't talking about the Epstein files really today, right? They've been talking about Bibi Netanyahu. In here yesterday, it was, what's his name? Zelensky. You know, now they bombing. We're talking about Putin and Russia and, you know, all of that. Now is this YouTuber with this staged content. Now, wasn't FBI, wasn't Cash Patel? Was he not a YouTuber? Yeah, I mean, it's just all too staged for me. But let's continue to watch.
In his video show those daycares receive millions in taxpayer money.
There have been ongoing investigations with several of those centers. None of those investigations uncovered findings of fraud.
Brown confirmed that the daycares in Shirley's video have active licenses with the state and continue receiving payments. The exception, one that closed years ago, and the misspelled Quality Learning Center, which Brown says permanently closed last week. In a strange contradiction, however, our cameras this afternoon captured dozens of children being dropped off at that daycare. The manager telling us they are legitimate, they are open, and they never have been closed. Now, I confirmed this afternoon that the State Department of Children, Youth, and Families has a total of 55 open investigations related to the Child Care Assistance Program. And the department tells me that they hope to have more information for me tomorrow about their site visits today. One more thing to add, Carla. The commissioner said that all of these places had been visited in the last 6 months, and she says that there were children present. So we'll see what they come up with tomorrow.
So does that mean that the YouTuber went intentionally when they knew the kids were not going to be there because of the holidays? Man, come on. Come on. To put out these fake ass narratives on purpose to draw attention so that you could justify, so they can get people to rally behind this staged narrative. All I had to do was remember that Trump turned on this neighborhood and old girl ripped him a new one, and he came out saying that these people who were from Africa, we don't want you here. Yeah. Hold on. I got another one. So, thank you. A shout out to Room Shaker for sending that to me. I appreciate it. And then digging a little further, and then I see Bibi Netanyahu. Yeah, right. Okay, Waltz hit back after YouTuber allegedly uncovers. Yeah, he uncovered. No, he didn't uncover nothing.
Instant volume boost
it was staged. I'm sure him and let's see what this say.
FBI Director Kash Patel confirming over the weekend in a social media post that the Bureau is investigating what he calls large-scale fraud schemes in Minnesota.
That post comes just hours after right-wing YouTuber Nick Shirley posted a 45-minute video exposing what he claims is massive fraud among government-funded childcare programs.
Kash Patel, what about the man on top of the roof at where Charlie Kirk that had on the all black that was military? Can you figure that out? I mean, you done jumped all over the place trying to make something. There was a man that had on all black tactical gear. The 911 call said that's who they were looking for. And y'all have Tyler Robinson went in with one t-shirt color and came out with a burgundy t-shirt color, but he did not have on all black with a tactical hat on, which is what the 911 calls were. Can you go over there and figure that out for Candace Owens expose you and everybody else? I mean, for real though. Yeah, because y'all making up stuff. I'm telling you that now. I'm not saying that Minnesota don't have no fraud. I'm just saying this daycare stuff that they have been investigated now. Y'all went during the Christmas week. And they was closed for the holidays. There was no school Friday. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? And I mean, if you happen to go to college campuses last week up until what, January 13, 14, 15, ain't nobody gonna be there. Don't mean that the funding of the school, Patel needs to investigate this. Exactly. This is crazy. This is crazy.
In Minnesota, it apparently shows several empty daycares, including one with a misspelled sign. That doesn't inspire confidence. Shirley also attempted to confront the owners, the operators of those facilities. That video received praise and sparked outrage on the right, outrage over what he exposed.
From the
Vice
white.
President J.D. Vance,
y'all hear that?
The video on X.
From the right, because they are left. So that means that you are intentionally focusing on attacking left, which is this lady's district. Let's go.
And wrote this. This dude has done far more useful journalism than any of the winners of the 2024
J.D. Vance
Pulitzer Prizes. Adding what's happening in Minnesota is a microcosm of the immigration fraud in our system. Politicians like it because they get power. Welfare chiefs like it.
Absolutely, Gigi.
And Republican Congressman Tom Emmer took a shot at Minnesota Governor Tim Walz in his own post. Quote,
Trump and
while billions were stolen from hardworking Minnesotans.
It looked like J.D. Vance and what's that other guy, Kash Patel?
Was uncovered in one day. The fraud in Minnesota is so brazen, so vast, it's impossible. Walz's administration
to speak like this, speak like your mama. Speak. What do you mean? Speak like your mama. Ben. Okay, y'all. Hold on. We got one that took the bait. Ben, fuck a nigga, Markston. Yeah, I said it how I wanted to say it. Ben, fuck a nigga. Do you not know that you are black, Benji? Hello? Ben. Fact 10 mark. Do you not know that you are black? Do you not know that our DNA is in you? We are the original. Do you not know that? Why you trying to be funny? Hello? Yeah. Do you know your ancestor had black breast milk in their mouth? Huh? Do you not know you come from us? We don't come from you? You understand that? Do you understand that they have whitewashed the books? Yeah, to make y'all think that y'all are special when we are the king and we are the royals. Yeah, when we came with gold. You understand that? Hello. Hello, hello. I don't give a fuck what you are. You could be Swedish, you can be Irish, you can be a booga wooga wooga wooga. You still, the original is black, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care where you from. Yeah. Your DNA comes from us. Understand that. So you black too. You understand that? You are black from Sweden. So before you come over here with that racial stuff, you better check your DNA. Because whatever you say about black people, you are saying about yourself. You understand? Our DNA is in you. Your DNA is not in us. The first mother from the motherland is from Africa. So it's our breast milk, baby. You got chocolate milk in you. You understand? Yeah. Your ancestors came from black breast milk. Now get your dumb ass from over here and don't come back over here no more. Anybody else who needs a history lesson? Anybody else? Asia is part of Africa back in the day. Yeah. He said the color is bronze. The color is bronze. Now we all 50 shades of brown, cool crab. But it's 50 shades of brown. They just on the tail end of the color scheme. Yeah, we didn't come from them. They came from us. I understand that there are black Asians. I understand that race, that origin, it was black. I understand that too. They're still black. They still came from the it's same thing. They're not the original. That's why they mad that they're not chosen. That's why they over there stealing the name and calling it Israel, stealing land and calling it Israel to try to mislead the people. Absolutely. It's black people. We chosen. And yes, there were black Asians back in the day. I got that. I seen it. They was tall as hell. I saw it. Slanted eyes. Yep, I get it. Absolutely. Actually think that when my sister did our DNA, I am kind of thinking, yeah, when I called her and asked her why you talking, when I called her and asked her about the paperwork, she did mention Asia. Is in our DNA. But I couldn't remember where it was saying. I don't know why I want to say Sahara. I just don't remember the Africa, the country that pulled up. And it was, I don't remember the percentage. But anyway, Asia was on there. She did say that. So I'm aware. I mean, I'm just tired of them thinking that they can try to insult us with the black and the white and the N-word. And I'm no longer gonna play the game with them. I'm gonna let them know they need to stop believing the hype. They black too. Yeah, they just on the lighter end of the 50 shades of brown. Yeah. Y'all double tap the face of the screen and get the likes up for me, please. West Side. Fukim West Side. I get it. I just wanted to, I like educating them or reminding them to shoot a little power wash that white paint off, baby, because it's counterfeit. So whatever you think you're gonna say derogatory about black people, baby, you better read the memo. You better power wash that picture and get that white paint off of it, boo-boo, because behind that counterfeit is black, brown skin, kings and queens, royalty, yeah, empresses and Cleopatra, yeah, all of that good stuff, yeah. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna play over here. We're gonna get the truth. The truth gonna set you free. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. J.D. Vance. I already see where this is going. I already see where this is going. That's why I said pump my brakes with this. Immigration. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
And Republican Congressman Tom Emmer took a shot at Minnesota Governor Tim Walz in his own post. Quote, Tim Walz sat idly by while billions were stolen from hardworking Minnesotans. What Walz refused to address for 7 years, Nick Shirley has uncovered in one day. The fraud in Minnesota
Nick
is so
Shirley.
great and so vast, it's impossible Walz's administration didn't know about it. That criticism of Walz was echoed by several Minnesota mayors who appeared on Fox News last week. Take a listen.
Not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. President Trump responded and says,
there's a little nickname for him going around Minnesota. He's the fraud father, and that's exactly what it is. These unfunded mandates, this fraud, and the shrinking government assistance to the cities, it's killing us. It's killing our taxpayers.
This has got to be
your president killing the taxpayers.
In charge of this state. It's like they got together with Illinois and see who could race to the bottom fastest. Illinois was heading there quicker than us, but it's like Minnesota said, hold our beer and watch what we can do. That's the feeling I get out of this, like it's a race to the bottom.
Just hours after Shirley's video began to go viral, Director Patel chimed in, writing on X in part, quote, the FBI is aware of recent social media reports in Minnesota. However, even before the public conversation escalated online, the FBI had surged personnel to investigate resources to Minnesota to dismantle large-scale fraud schemes exploiting federal programs. We will continue to follow the money and protect children, and this investigation very much remains ongoing.
Thank you,
Furthermore,
Naturally
many are also being referred to immigration officials for possible further denaturalization and deportation proceedings where eligible. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Governor Walz responded to the criticism in a statement to Fox News, telling them, quote, the governor has worked for years to crack down on fraud and asked the state legislature for more authority to take aggressive action. He has strengthened oversight, including launching investigations into specific facilities.
Absolutely,
one of which was
Westside.
Closed. The new allegations come amid a major fraud investigation into the abuse of COVID-era funding for social services. Dozens have been arrested in that investigation, many of whom are of Somali descent.
So I watched this video by Nick Shirley.
Now I'm gonna be honest about that PPP and COVID fraud.
Daycare centers that received state funding.
I believe that this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. His first term, I felt like he set Brown's the browner skin of 50 Shades of Grey, even the lighter skinned ones, the Caucasian ones. Up with that, his intention to me was to come back and hit them with fraud, just because he did it, and he left it available for other people to do the same thing. He fudged numbers, create businesses. Didn't already have businesses. They created them once they got the money, some of them. And none of them had employees. It was just all fraud. So, it's a lot of people. A lot of them. A lot of them I know. Personally. So you just can't put that on a lot of red states. Yeah. A lot of red states. A lot of people, period. and people who had legitimate businesses had once they applied, they was denied because all the money went to these fake, over-exaggerated applications. And I'm gonna be honest with you, for somebody who did not take the bait and did not get the money, did not lie, did not change numbers, increase them, say that, you know, I had 5, 10 employees, never had a business. Some of them was on government assistance. Some of them was on EBT. And then how you gonna have a business and you getting food stamps? So all of this to me was a setup. It was to lure people in to commit fraud. That's just my opinion. So was a soybean farmer got government bailout and sold the company. He wasn't a farmer. See, that type of stuff. So for them just to target this community in Minnesota, and that was statewide, worldwide in the U.S. And I'm just gonna be honest.
And they're not operating. There's no children enrolled in them, that as far as he can tell.
Yeah, that's not true.
People he interacts with, who work there, are very evasive. As soon as they realize what's going on, they're like, oh wait, we don't know anything. Look, I certainly want to see further verification from other journalists, left, right, and center. Let's let everyone have a crack at this to make sure the story is being presented to us accurately. So I want to withhold a little bit of judgment, but it looks real bad, really devastating. Misspelling on the sign is not a good thing. No children, and he proceeds like, I would like to enroll my child. How do I do that? And everyone's like, what?
They didn't have an answer for it.
There's no children.
Look, I didn't like
good.
I didn't like the Learning Center sign either, with no end.
Yeah.
But that's been
so
up
I
there.
thought that was ridiculous for a learning center, whether it was active or inactive. That's not appropriate.
It's like the Derek
to not
Zoolander
spell.
Center for kids who cannot read.
Yes, exactly.
How are they to learn how to read if they cannot even fit inside the building?
Okay, so I don't think that, I think, like you said, we have to proceed with caution, because while I appreciate a YouTuber and somebody who's a self-proclaimed journalist, or whether he studied journalism or however, it doesn't make you the good journalist.
I don't care whether
the
he
active
studies
reporting
or not.
and the active being in the field and vetting of sources and making sure that he pursues some of these daycare centers or entities and ties them directly to the funds that he's saying they have. I'd like to see all the information, and if he presents that fully in future docuseries that he has on his site,
he's doing the work no one else would do.
He should, and people should follow up. Now that they have the ball
Well, he
in
needs to
hand,
follow
they can go
up.
ahead and shoot
Now
it.
that they have went out there today, he needs to do a follow up.
Two things can be true, like Somali immigrants and other people in Minnesota could have done egregious crimes that they need to be held accountable for, and at the same time there are people yelling to say that the administration is using this fraud scheme opportunity to
No, he didn't. He had that all white
Somali
man.
migrants, which is not right. Those two thoughts stand firmly in my head as both accurate.
I want to know if he a part of Turning Point USA. He got Vance and he got all the Trump people.
When he responded to Feeding Our Future,
damn near his whole cabinet.
from a judge saying that the FBI is in the middle of this investigation already, and for him to stay back and that they have it under control. So he couldn't really act after 2022 in that regard with Feeding Our Future. But he's saying prior to that, the federal government is the one that eased the restrictions around pandemic era.
And that was Trump.
Things that people can take on, that when you're businesses that are abusing the system, and it wasn't states that decided to make this so lenient to get this money and access this money. And he's like, and there was a lot going on at that time. So I take responsibility. He said, quote, he takes responsibility for anything that he needs to take responsibility for, but he wants to say that guardrails, quote, were taken off by the federal government during the pandemic. And so that made it kind of a free-for-all for a lot of people, not just in Minnesota, but he also put forward a new program, and we have to give hats off to him. If he's seeing something happening, if he's seeing the FBI get involved, and knowing that we're post-pandemic by 3 years, like when we're out of it and out of the fray of it, he's doing something. On December 12th, he put a new fraud prevention program forward, led by an FBI agent, and they're really looking.
He ain't doing it this time because his ass got in trouble.
Why are we criticizing him for doing something?
He ain't doing it this time around because his ass got in trouble. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You see here, that's why I told y'all, that's why some of them people voted for him this go around, because they was looking for them to get another payout. I remember some of them YouTubers talking, he the only president that ever done gave people something. I'm gonna give me this money. I'm gonna, what type of, I got, oh girl, that's a part of the Mo3 setup. Hell, she was charging people to fill out their paperwork. And she already got a fraudulent background. Yeah. Same chick that set up Mo3, her family, was filling out that paperwork and doing unemployment fraud and PPP and all that shit. She comes up, she do taxes and all of that. I don't know why in the world people would give their social security number, driver's license, all that information to somebody, one that's a setup chick, and two that already been locked up. Okay, I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, well, let me move on, child, because you know I can go on with the truth. I just don't get it. Okay, so I'm a leave that right here. So I'm gonna need for that same Shirley guy to come back with a recap. Yeah, I already know he ain't gonna do it right. He's still gonna find something. We saw kids go to daycare today. They went it up in there. Everybody that he said that he was on his list, where's the money? There's no kids. Kids went to school today. They had already been investigated. Yeah, next time, little Shirley Worley, don't go when kids are out for the holidays. Snow and shit on the ground. See how trifling folk is? Just trifling on purpose. So let me move on. Y'all, where my lights at? Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. If you're on your phone device and if you're listening in on your computer or your tablet, whatever, hit those three dots at the top. It's three dots at the top. Hit it. It'll take you to the like button. We gotta hit the likes so that I can go on to these four core